So yeah, happy March. I think it's been a hard month for a lot of people. I don't really know why. Maybe it's the spring's coming and you're already in the momentum of the year, so perhaps thoughts and feelings of knowing which direction you're going to be going in for the summer or for the rest of the year. And maybe if you're not quite clear on that path yet, March might be tricky. I don't know. I've been thinking about it a lot the last couple of weeks because I had a few tricky days, but then seeing so many of my friends and having similar feelings on Twitter and the discords and and all that, seeing everyone else share similar types of feelings made me, I don't know, question if it's, I don't know, something to do with the seasons that makes you feel this way. I'm not sure. But I have no real questions or anything in particular to talk about, but I think an update in the chat is still always good. I might as well keep the habit of doing it even if I got nothing super important to say. Yeah, I think spring coming, change, you're into the year, you feel like you should be in the swing of things by now. And then it's just happening. Every month is happening. I'm just having the same existential dilemmas about what am I doing with my life. And it feels like the type of stuff that should be just designated to New Year and then you can put behind you. But I think as well it's been a year for most people now, like a year since lockdown part one. And maybe reflecting on that time. I think for a lot of people, the lockdown provided perhaps more free time or just more reflection time, and it got people thinking about what they wanted to be doing. Uh-uh. Adverts. Adverts, why'd you do that? Uh, Trying to think whether to edit it out or just keep going. I would just keep going. We're sitting, we're talking, we're chilling, it's fine. It's not like it doesn't happen on streams all the time. Where's my train of thought though? Basically about how, yeah, I think because it's been a year since lockdown part one, and the time and breadth people had, and so many people going after their passion projects and making their side hustle their main hustle and all that type of thing, and then reaching maybe a year since that all started to happen. Again, maybe just makes you reflect and evaluate things. Tricky. Yeah, I felt pretty much the same. I feel good now though. I feel fine. Um, as well since I started my new job, and it's been making me feel really nervous. And every time before my shift, I feel really nervous, and maybe overthinking that anxiety, which is just new job anxiety. But trying to imagine my future self dealing with this every time, it makes me more worried when I should just be thinking that that feeling should pass, that feeling's gonna pass. And it's been a long time since I've worked properly. I was working for maybe a month and a bit over summer, but that was just so intense, and that was I don't know, 11, 12, 13-hour days, 5 days a week if not more. The summer when restaurants and stuff were open again was a lot, so that kind of just blurred into one. So you are talking over a year now since I had to balance work and outside work brain, and work job and freelance stuff type of thing. And I'm still not quite there yet. I think part of it is not having our own place, which I've talked about a few times, but like we're still looking at places to rent, to live, all fairly local to where we are now. We're not up in sticks and moved into another city or anything. But I think that will help me feel, I don't know, I think having more ownership over my own free time, that might make me feel like I have more control over everything. We'll see. We'll set it out. It's tricky. I think like my streaming has suffered the last 2 or 3 weeks. I haven't been able to stream at the same times because it's the evenings when I work. So trying to maybe get myself out of the routine of streaming at those times is perhaps tricky. And I do want to keep focusing on the streaming, and I think that is always going to be a part of this whole creative process that I enjoy. Like, I enjoy hanging out with people, I enjoy people being able to see my work as I'm doing it. I think it was so important to me during lockdown, and I think if I just like let it peter out or fizzle out, I would be sad. I would be sad. It got brought up, so I think, yeah, it must be since I did last month's AMA thing. I was on Waypoint with the grind with the Waypoint guys. And we talked a lot about this type of thing with them as well, and I think that's why it's like in my head, maybe on repeat at the moment. And just today, like earlier today, me and the girls were taking over Simply Sassy, and we did that as well. So we did their out of our league, and we did their Photoshop challenge, the not KFAF Photoshop challenge, and that was fun. That's fun. I'd like to do more stuff like that. I don't think and maybe I don't feel like committed enough to set up my own or propagate my own podcast or session like that. But being a part of other people's has been kind of fun. It's a strange one though. I feel awkward but relaxed at the same time. This music I wanted on in the background is just adverts all the way. I'm just gonna leave the music off. I just find it much easier to talk when I have the music there. But those have been fun. Those have been good. I think maybe perhaps like I could just do, like maybe I should push the YouTube thing. Whereas like I don't think I'd be organised enough to get people around a microphone consistently putting out videos, well edited videos. Perhaps maybe just like a one-on-one conversation about a topic every now and again might work. Like a Daredevil type of podcast or thing would be, I'd love it. I'd absolutely love it. But again, I don't think I got the commitment or the, I don't know, it is a skill to be able to set up and run a conversation around something. And it is the time commitment and stuff before. Again, with like a D&D campaign, or like even not for content, just for funsies. I want to play D&D again soon. And I reckon like there'd be plenty of people who would want to play with me. But I would just be very nervous to commit to the time and effort and just to be able to DM a session as well as I think I understand the game. I think actually running a session would be so different. But maybe a one shot. Again, I think I just have to set the time aside to focus on it a bit and then see what happens. I think that's just like the running theme is that there's just so much I want to do in all directions. And I often tell myself, no, you can't do it. But not in a way of putting myself down, but in a way of just like, you know how good you are at committing time to things. And there's no way you could commit time to all this stuff. So maybe I'm resting, like, or putting too much thought on, like, when we have our own place, those problems are going to go away. But I do feel like when we have our own place, I could mainly start to get into the routine of that type of stuff anyway. Like, I'm dictating my schedule. But we'll see. See how it goes. By the time I next do this video, it will be like either we'll be living somewhere or I'll be back home. Which sounds sad, but isn't actually that sad. I think the main reason of me for moving out of my parents originally was because I was going back to work in a customer facing role to kind of protect them. But by the end of next week, they would have both had their second dose. And the job I got now is completely work from home. So I won't have that customer facing thing. I don't know. It's a tricky one. It is a tricky one. I wrote a sappy post on Twitter the other day, and I think that helped kind of focus my thoughts a bit. Is that this the type of thing? Because I do keep bringing it up. Like, it's just been playing on my head, and I've been trying to think about it different ways for like a good few months now, if not longer. So I feel like it's kind of out of my system in a crisis way, but like still playing on my head a little bit. Although I understand the feelings more. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, it's like gone through my mind again doing like something like this weekly. You know, like Wheezy Waiter does like his weekly vids. Could sit down, do this once a week, have Patreon peeps be able to see it like for 2 weeks sooner, and then put it on the YouTubes. I don't know, we'll see. I feel like the video's been a little bit choppy and weird. I don't know if I'm out of sync or Tev's. It's going up either way. I don't I don't know what I've said for like the last 10 minutes, so I don't think I'll be able to do it again. But anyway, I'm waffling now. Still nice to sit down and chat with you about what's on my head, and I think it's a good thing. Bulbasaur is the prince. Oh, I'll show you on my screen, although definitely easier ways to do this. Bulbasaur's nearly finished. I want to finish him on stream, but I did do a little bit today off stream. I mean, yeah, Bulbasaur is nearly done. It is very green and it is very cute. If anyone has any ideas or any requests for next month, I'm open to that. Yeah, until then, I don't know. This has been a waffly one. I've had no structure. I'm just like, I need to record something, just record. But you know, thank you so much. Love you all. I should also say, like, it's been a crazy month of Patreon support. Crazy month. Like, so many new people supporting me, and I find it hard to like reconcile those feelings. I just wanted to do you proud, so let me know if there's anything more you want from me. Just let me know, because I wanted to do you proud. Anyway, I've said I'm gonna stop like 5 times. I'm gonna stop. Catch you all again soon. I'll do another video next month, perhaps sooner. This is fun. Love you all.